Guys, it's Max. Welcome to the video where I choose the winners of my 50,000 subscriber giveaway. About a week ago, we put out a video. It was another live video like this one is. And I showed off 3 things I'm going to be giving away as a thank you for you guys for following us, following the channel, for commenting, for sharing the videos, and for being a part of this community that we've managed to create over the last 3 years. So a big thank you to you guys for subscribing. Couple things before we start. The giveaway is an Aputure ALAV. This thing is awesome. Comes with a nice case, some gaffer tape actually, nice long 3.5 mil microphone. So if you're further away from the camera, you can plug it in. So lav mic here. You have some few adapters, so you can connect it to a smartphone. So it's very versatile. You can connect it to a camera or a smartphone. You have a little amp in here as well, and you know, a little windbreaker. I was gonna say Dead Cat. I don't know, that's a branded name, but that's one. Another thing is a nice 1080p monitor. So 1080p 7-inch. I have a review on this. I'll link that in the video description. And the biggest kind of thing we're giving away is a full-on slider. I'm not gonna pull it out of this bag, but this is about, I think, $250, $280, somewhere in that price range, or $230. It's kind of the best bang for the buck slider with a flywheel. It's carbon fiber, and for the money, it does a great job. I also have a review on it, and I'll link that in the video description. So we're gonna choose that at the end. So some great pieces of gear, and I'm not limiting it to, you know, United States. Oh, international shipping is super expensive. It's a ripoff, but I don't care. If your guys are anywhere in the world, I'll pay to ship it to you. It might cost more than the item itself, but we'll go ahead and do that for you guys. So thank you guys for your support. If you've been following the channel, you guys have not enabled notifications, please do that. I would definitely appreciate it, because now that there's so much channels out there, YouTube is filtering out the videos you see. So I get a lot of people comment saying, hey, this did not come up in my my subscriptions tab, and they just found it, you know, a couple weeks later, randomly they saw it. So just hit the little gear icon or the bell icon on your phone, and just hit enable those notifications so you guys will see when I'm going to be streaming live and other videos that come out. On top of that, you guys can follow on Instagram and on Facebook. We're going to be putting out stories and different content there. So the second topic, before we choose the winners, the second topic I want to talk about is canceling Patreon. So we're not going to be completely canceling. It's still going to be there, but we're going to totally change it up. We started Patreon about 6 months ago, and we've gotten to a point and we're not really growing any further. And I don't want to be taking people's money and you know, not have it actually affect the way we do things, the amount of content we're able to put up. The original goal was to have people sign up to reach certain goals, and for us to be able to spend more time making videos, which we really have up the production and how much videos we put out. And on top of that, be able to buy more gear to keep on hand for our comparisons, which you guys love watching. Unfortunately, we weren't really able to do that. So the first 2 to 3 months, we kind of, you know, we got up to about the $650 mark, and then we just stay there. So each time the month goes by, some people cancel, some people join up, and we're just sitting there. And honestly, yes, okay, it's nice to have that extra money, but we really, if we want to step it up, we need to be more at like a $2,000 level or something like that. So I'm going to be seeing what else we could do to still provide really good content for you, stuff you guys like watching. Keep everything fair and honest here, like we have done and we will always do. We're going to keep it the least biased that it can be. If something is just really my personal opinion or bias, I always try to state that out. We're going to be exploring other options, but the whole point is we want to keep growing, and if I need to hire another person, maybe be able to do that, do more trips, and be able to have more money, to spend more money to make better content and more content for you guys. That was the whole goal. So I don't want to just keep getting that $600 a month and just have it just stay flat there. It doesn't do enough to warrant, you know, taking the money from you guys. So what I did is I actually turned the Patreon off. It's not going to bill. Tomorrow is when it bills, usually first of the month. I don't want to bill anybody who's on there. So I turned that off, and a month from now I'll turn it back on. So for those of you guys who just love what we do and you want to give us $1 or $2 or $5 a month or $10, they'll still be able to do that, and we will take that money and make sure it's spent just for stuff in the channel, stuff that we bring to you. But we're not going to have like the extra perks, early exclusive videos or stuff coming out early, because there's not enough not enough support there to warrant the extra time to do that not everybody gets to see. So if we're spending, an extra 10, 15 hours on something, I want to make sure more than, 100 people get to see it, or even 50 people, whoever's interested in that. So that's what we're going to do. The videos that we had out that are exclusives, such as the Hackintosh build guide, the Ryzen PC build guide, the EM1 Mark II first look when we go out and shoot it and look over it, that's going to be put out as public. So those of you guys who are not a part of Patreon, you haven't seen that, that's going to be published, and everybody's going to be able to see that content. Like the PC build guides, those are going to be really helpful for those of you guys who are interested in a Hackintosh or a Ryzen PC. So honestly, so we hit like 50,000 subscribers here, and we have about 100 Patreon. So that's the other thing. We have less than 1/5 of 1% that are supporting, and I was really hoping for more, that 1 to 3% mark. And unfortunately, I guess in the filmmaking world, not enough people want to support with, $1 or $1, $2, $3 a month. That's okay. We'll explore other options. Like I said, we're going to keep everything honest, but we want to be able to grow and to put out better content and more of it as well. So before I go ahead and do the giveaway for the 3 items and we choose the winners live on air, I'm going to go through and answer a few questions. So if you guys have a question, hit @max. And then we'll go ahead and answer some of those, and then we'll do the giveaway. So once again, everybody that is here right now, I have 153 people watching live. Thank you guys so much. I know not everybody can stay. Some people come in and then leave. If you enjoy the channel, what we do, hit that like button on this video. I definitely appreciate it. And of course, enable those notifications with the gear icon or the bell icon so YouTube doesn't filter out the video, so you guys see everything we post up. Yes, you're right. AR15, YouTube they did switch the algorithm. That's why people aren't seeing all the videos, and that's really unfortunate. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask in the comment section below, and I'll answer a few of them. So, what's up, Adim?
Look at what Faraz said.
Is it a new comment?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it down. So, IP Kiss, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, just got the G85 with a kit lens 12 to 60, and he's asking what lens he should buy next. So congratulations on that. That's a really good bang for the buck system, especially the extra like $150 for that 12 to 60, very versatile lens and good in good light conditions. I would suggest a 25mm 1.7 if you don't have a big budget, for about $200 to $250. You're going to get good low light and some shallow depth of field with a standard 50mm equivalent focal length. So that's a great lens to get if you want to do more portrait stuff. Go for the 42.517. I have a review video on that you guys can check out. I'm going to scroll down here. Which one was it, Vadim?
He's saying like your Instagram's private or something. It's not private, right?
My Instagram,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Faraz, thank you. I will change that as soon as this video is over. Yeah, I started out as a personal one and I switched over. Do you think the Fuji, so David is asking if I think the Fuji X-T2 is a real competitor to the GH5 for somebody who does mostly photo but likes to make video too. Yes, I completely think it's a competitor, and I would choose it over the GH5 if you mostly do photo. You're gonna have better low light. The JPEGs are really great out of the camera. I like the way it feels in the hand. Really good lenses for APS-C, some really fast primes there, and good zooms as well. And the video quality and autofocus and usability is really good too. Check out my Fuji X-T2 review. I really am proud of that review. There's a lot of great info in there. Walter is asking if I have issues with banding shooting S-Log3. I don't shoot log very often. I will be explaining why in a future video. Yes, you can get banding issues if you have gradations, like shooting a sky, or if you're lighting something where you have the light going against the wall and it slowly kind of fades out or gets dimmer, like a gradation that way. But a lot of times you won't have any issues. It also depends how further, how much you're pushing it. So Bart, thank you. I appreciate your congratulations on hitting 50,000. Max Yuriev, how do Sony colors act compared to Panasonic or others? So Robbie is asking that. I think Panasonic is a little bit better, honestly, overall and color-wise, but it is a preference as well. Ronit, if I'm pronouncing it right, is asking Actually, that's the wrong one. I just refreshed on me. Never mind, that comment went away. Let me see. Let's see, there might be a few more. So Jason is asking, where would be a good place to start to learn how to shoot extraordinary video for every genre? Are there any good channels on here for such a thing? There are a lot of great channels on YouTube. I can't really give a straight answer to that, but I would find somebody who specializes in a certain area. For example, if their work is shooting landscape stuff, you know, find somebody that does YouTube videos that does a certain line of work that you want to get into. And there's a lot of great content, and I would just use the search function. It's hard to find people. So a lot of people enjoy my videos, but I have 50,000 subscribers. A lot of people haven't found me yet. Manny, man, you always have to say that. I'm not a YouTube celebrity any more than you are, at least at this point. Fun with the Bugs is asking 80D or A6300 for YouTube videos and photos of kids. Don't require 4K. If you don't require 4K, there's a good you probably would want to go with the 80D, honestly. You have a much brighter rear LCD screen that you can see outside. It's a touch screen. You can touch the track, really good video autofocusing. You can flip it around if you want to. Lots of lens options that are inexpensive. Yes, you're going to miss out on zebras, and you're going to miss out on some video functions that way. But it's a good camera, especially if you don't require 4K. And Aaron is asking, how necessary are filters with viewing outside, and what f-stop should I be using? Well, if you want to shoot outside and you want to shoot at a f1.4, f1.8, f2.8 in bright daylight, you're definitely going to need ND filters. I would say go with like a 6-stop ND, not a variable, because a lot of times they introduce like a tint to your image they have to take out. And with a variable one, if you're adjusting it, it's convenient to have that. But as you're adjusting the ND, the amount of tint that's introduced changes. So you have to go and take out various amounts, and it changes depending on what you're doing. Plus, you could push it too far and get an X pattern as well. So I would get like a 6-stop, and then stop down to f2.8, or raise your shutter speed a little bit. You're technically not supposed to, but you can get away with it if there's not a lot of motion. So f-stop, whatever f-stop you should be using, which f-stop should you be using, that is really up to you, your preference, and what sensor you're using. If you're using a GH5, you really want to be at f1.8, f1.4 to get a shallow depth of field. If you're shooting with like a Canon, you don't have to. You could be at f2.8, f4, and still get some blur, like a Canon or a Sony full frame sensor is what I meant to say. So Max is a Mac Hackintosh Final Cut Pro guy. We create TV. Yes. I don't know how to pronounce the O's with the strikeout. Jorgen, maybe. Sorry if I'm messing it up. Jorgen is asking, should I get the Fujifilm X-T20 or Panasonic G85 if I do 70% photography, 30% video? My bias, and I admit it to being a bias and a preference, is a larger sensor for photography. If you were flipped around saying you're doing 70% video, 30% photos, then I would say G85. But since you're doing mainly photography, get the X-T20. I would definitely say that. Let's look through a few more, and then we'll get on to the giveaway.
Are you going to screen share?
No, Vadim, you're answering some comments too?
I just didn't want to.
I'm looking through. I'm like, I didn't say that. RMR Pictures is asking, how do I become a YouTube star like Max, Uriv, and Manny Ortiz? Make content. I think that's probably what you were, yeah, that's what you were applying to. I've been doing this for 3.5 years. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of consistency. So there's kind of 3 things you need. I mentioned a few of them already. So you need to make good content, something that people like watching, and it's either entertaining to them or valuable as far as informational. You need to be consistent. At this point, you need to do at least 1 video a week if you actually want to grow on YouTube. So good content, consistency, and then patience. Like I said, I've been doing it for 3.5 years. The market's bigger now than when I started, so there's more eyes out there, so you can grow a little bit faster. But just keep up with it. Keep up and stay encouraged, and ignore the haters that are on that are on there are going to comment. You have to have a thick YouTube skin if you want to be successful here. All right, I think I'll do the last question here. It's tough. Okay, Mike. Okay, I'll do 2 questions. Mike is asking, if you were to get a new camera, would you say 4K is mandatory? I would say 4K is very good to have. I publish pretty much everything in 4K other than these live chats for now. They will be in 4K soon. The thing is, people are saying it's going to take 5 or 10 years for 4K to hit hard. It's been 3 years now, and you get a Best Buy, and most of their TVs are 4K, and you can get a 50-inch 4K TV for like $400. So why would you not want to do anything in 4K? And you think about it, like, I'm happy that my videos from 2.5, 3 years ago were uploaded in 4K, because now when people watch it, the quality is much better than 1080p. And even though the people that don't watch, or who don't have a 4K monitor or don't watch in 4K, uploading in 4K is going to make your 1080p look better as well compared to just doing 1080p. So yes, I would say definitely do it. If you're buying a camera and you know you're going to have it for more than a year from now, you're going to want to be shooting 4K. So I would definitely be getting 4K. Plus, I love quality, like video image quality. So in graphics, if I'm playing a game, I want the best quality. Though that's just my personal preference. Ahmed is asking if I faced any issues during testing of A9. No, I didn't. I didn't have any issues about with the A9. It worked great. Okay, so last question. I think I might be saying it, and it's kind of hard to understand the screen name. Elaine is asking, and if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry, but what do I think about movies at high frame rates? I personally like the look, but many are saying they look too real. I dislike high frame rate stuff. So I only shoot higher frame rate if I'm going to be slowing it down. I'm a big fan of the look of 24p. I'm just used to it. Maybe in the future I'll get used to something else. I think for like sports or something like that, it makes a lot more sense. You have a lot less motion blur. You can see kind of what's happening better. But for our film, to me, I can't get over like watching something. I can't get into it when I'm watching something at 24, and I shoot almost everything at 24. But if I'm watching something at 30, I notice the difference. Like if you put 2 things side by side, I'll notice which one's 30, which one's 24, like almost right away. But something at like 60, or the TVs that do like the 120, I always turn that off because I can't get caught. You can't get lost in the story, unfortunately. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for hitting that like button on the video. 149 people watching right now. Thank you guys for coming in. And hit that thumbs up button right now if you guys are watching and you guys enjoy the channel, you guys want us to do more live streaming. Hit that thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And of course, hit that gear icon and the bell, depending what you're on, and enable those notifications. I would definitely appreciate it. That way YouTube doesn't filter out our future videos. Anybody else, if you guys have other questions, just stay tuned, comment on a different video. I do my best to interact with you guys to answer questions. So after this video is over, if you have a question, come back in when it's posted on the channel and comment there, and I'll do my best to answer the questions, those of you guys who didn't get your questions answered. Now let's go ahead and open up Drive. I'm going to open up my Google Drive. Actually, let's do this another way. I'll do it faster this way. So Vadim's right behind me. Vadim, how much do we have? What's the list? How much people entered?
278.
278. Nice. All right. So what I'm going to do, and I don't know if I can show off my screen here. I don't know if it'll let me.
I'm going to bring the laptop over.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I have a gym.
Hey, there's screen share. Okay, we're going to do screen share. Sorry if it's going to be laggy, guys, because I'm running off a 13-inch MacBook Pro dual core, running a 5K monitor off of it, what you're looking from a webcam. So there might be a little bit of lag because a dual core with integrated graphics should not be running a 5K monitor. So random. All right, so 1 and how much did you say? 278?
Yeah.
278. All right, guys. So the first one is going to be the Aputure ALAV. Let's go ahead and hit 20. Number 20 is the winner of the ALAV. So do you guys see the screen share, or do you guys see me? Yeah, I'm not sure what you guys are seeing, but what's the name?
Jayadeva.kavi. Really weird name. No offense.
Okay, so how about put a star next to it and then post it in the comments section. So Vadim's going to post in the winner right now in the comments. Okay, Jayadeva Kavi. So I have no idea who it is, but thank you for following and for following on Instagram. So screen share was working great. So I'm sure most of you guys believe me and think we do this honestly. But we do everything honestly. So we're gonna save that. So that person won the Aputure ALAV. Great lav kit, very versatile. All right, now let's move on to
Yeah, do 279 now.
279.
Yeah, one more guy.
Vadim is on it, so he just added somebody else into the giveaway right as we're doing. Okay, so don't add anybody else. The VS1 Fine HD 7-inch 1080p monitor, nice and sharp for you guys to use for your filmmaking. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's go back over to screen share. All right, so you said do 279?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys will see this. And okay, so for the VS1 Fine HD, 156.
156.
Who's our 156 winner?
Felix on J.
Felix Anjay. Do you want to go ahead and post his name?
Yeah.
Michael, thank you for the super chat for your donation there. I definitely appreciate it. So Felix Anjay, if you're here, congratulations. That was the VS1 Fine HD. Hey, be nice, guys. No hate to that. All right, and then let's do the last one. So this is the slider, the best slider for the money, in my opinion. It's not the cheapest slider, but it's carbon fiber and it has a belt drive with a flywheel, which is very important if you want some smooth shots. All right, so last one here, 7. Hopefully it's not somebody that's super far away. It cost me $300 to ship this because this is a big package. Okay, so who is number 7? What is it again?
Garang Joshi 1.
Garang sounds like he lives far away. I don't know who that is, but Garang Joshi 1. So this is the hard thing with Instagram handles. Garang Joshi 1 has this slider. It's packaged up. But like I said, if you guys are new here, you guys joined recently, I'm going to have a link to the review of this slider. It's the best one for the money. So you guys will, after this video, go and check that out on the channel. Just write in Kamirar Maxeyev and you'll find it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining. These always end up being way longer than I expected. Sorry, Jason, I cannot give away that 5K monitor. This thing is way too expensive. So thank you guys for watching. If you're still here and you haven't clicked that thumbs up button on this video, please do so. Hit that thumbs up button, enable those notifications. So here, hit the gear icon or the bell icon and enable the notifications so YouTube doesn't filter out the videos when you guys watch. And if you guys want to follow us on Instagram, if you haven't yet, or on Facebook, you guys look us up there. We're going to have stuff specifically put up on there that you guys can check out, so I would appreciate that as well. Keep watching the videos, keep liking the videos, asking your questions, sharing the videos, all that stuff. We're going to keep trying to produce good content for you guys. We're going to keep expanding and doing that. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. There goes your $650 Patreon money. Yes, but that's what it is for. Patreon is for us to do more things on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to head out. Once again, if you guys didn't get your question answered, wait just a little bit. This video is going to get posted on the channel, and you guys can ask those questions in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to answer it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.